The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Set, ready. Go to base. So don't say nothing.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it two different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put him in. 55.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. The football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check. Great.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 30 on second down, Newton is going to fire. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A good game there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 23 yards the pickup there.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brissett now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing. Brissett. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Check 56. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Sponge. No.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Great.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And a cut to the sideline. A big play there from McCaffrey. 46 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
58, come on. 58, come on. Here we go, team.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, check. 59.
Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, that's all day, baby. Your shot.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Hey, take your shot.
It's now 3rd down.
Shot. Turn the ending.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it staring at a 3rd down and 13.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. From the gun, here's Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Newton to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Jim. Hey!
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense! I get it!
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go! Let's go!
They come up in an offset eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now a give right side. It's Hines, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st down, Hines. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44, Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Now Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. A 1st down throw for Brissett. Campbell making the catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Into the air once more is Brissett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
On third down, a run by Mack. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now Brissett on fourth down. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point splits the uprights. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, crunch. Gun.
Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jabal Sheard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the return, here's Agnew. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Now it's Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to let this one go. And this is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings us 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
on first down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
20.
Here's Newton. Can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Past the 20. And now off to the races. Down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Here on the stop. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Brissett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Brissett now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr. had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Brissett now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
59, Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Check. Mike's 59. Mike, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
28, Mike, he's coming. That kid reads traps. Let's go. Mike, 28. Yeah. Boss. 28. Mike, 28.
They'll throw again. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Throwing, Brissett, and the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Slam. Great. I get it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Cam, option left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Check 13.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Brissett on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Brissett. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.